Hi, this is Terri Wilson from Doing HR Differently. Today's topic is asking the right questions to avoid choosing the wrong company. It's a great time to explore career options. You've probably targeted the companies you're interested in, applied to the open positions, and maybe even contacted a few current employees. That's a good strategic move. Let's assume your search strategy is working and you have interviews scheduled. It's important to understand that the interview process is an exchange of information. The interviewer is seeking information, and so are you. You have the same goal to find the best fit. For a company to find the best fit, they usually ask a standard set of questions for all candidates for a particular position. From a legal perspective, they need a consistent interviewing process, and the consistent questions supports that process. For you to find the best fit, you don't have those constraints. You can have your own set of questions, and that helps to personalize the interview. Your questions help you stand out in the interviewing process and gives you the important information you need to make your own fit decision. If I were interviewing you, I'd listen to the questions you ask, and it would tell me a lot about you, such as what you know, are you listening, are you curious, what's important to you, and what's your level of confidence. If you don't ask good questions, or worse yet, you don't ask questions at all, it's a deal killer. I don't really understand when candidates tell me they don't have any questions or that all their questions have been answered. Let's explore 7 key areas that you should be asking about during your interviews and why they're important. We'll start with the industry and the company. You need to know about the industry you're working in from your own research and from the perspective of the company. What's the state of the industry? Is it growing, stagnant, or declining? Bottom line, you need to know what's going on, how the company's responding, and how this could affect you and how you can help the company. So here's some questions. What are the biggest challenges and opportunities in the industry? What are the 3 most important goals the company needs to achieve? What is the financial target? Is this a significant increase over last year? Are you on pace to achieve it? What are you most concerned about? How do you see this position contributing to those overall goals? You'll notice that there's an asterisk beside one of the questions. That's what I call a sensitive question. It's a question that you should ask, but it's sensitive to the company. The company may or may not give you an answer. And also watch the body language when the answer is given. Are they confident about the answer or are they uncomfortable? Let's move on to the position. You need to know all about the position. What will you be accountable for? And will you have the support you need to get it done? What are the expectations of your leader? And what will it be like working with the team? You also need to know what is your manager's leadership style. Looking at the questions, is this a position that's new or a replacement? What are the expectations of this position from the manager, from the team? What is the manager's leadership style? What are the 3 most important goals this position needs to achieve this year? What training, tools, resources, and support is available for the position? Again, pay attention to where the asterisks are. Those are sensitive questions. Let's now look at career opportunities. You need to know what career opportunities exist in the company. And opportunities aren't always upward. Many are sideways or lateral. Lateral opportunities enable you to learn different parts of the business, increase your knowledge and skills, and makes you more of a utility player in the company. You can work in many different areas. But remember, lateral moves may not be promotions. You also need to understand employment policies that may determine your movement in the organization. So, the example that I like to give here is my son. He was promoted into a position, he was super excited, but within 2 or 3 weeks of his promotion, his dream job became available, and he was really concerned that he would not be able to apply because he was newly promoted. Fortunately for him, he could. He applied, he got the position, and so now he's in his dream job. But it's important for you to know, does the company you're considering have any employment policies that determine your movement in the company? Let's look at the questions. What is the career path and promotional opportunity for this position? What are the lateral opportunities? What is the company's policy on posting for open positions for promotions? How often do employees get promoted? What types of development programs do you offer? Who can participate and when? What tuition programs do you have? Now we're going to move on to the really big one. This is about your employee experience. It's culture, communication, and engagement. You can have the right job, but be in the wrong work environment or working with the wrong people. This is your employee experience. This is your work reality. Let's look at the questions. What are the company's core values? How would employees describe the company culture they experience? Aside from job performance, how can employees be successful here? What cultural changes have you seen over the course of your employment? How does the company keep employees informed about the company's goals and performance? What is the company's process for seeking out and acting on employee feedback? How open and responsive is the company to the employee's needs? What employee activities and/or programs do you have? And why did you decide to join the company? And what keeps you here? Now we'll move to benefits. Benefits are an important component of your total rewards package and very expensive to the company. There are benefits that can improve your health and add to your wealth. It's important that you get a clear picture of what the company offers. What benefits do you offer? Is there a waiting period before they become effective? What percentage of the cost does the company pay? Do you have a pension plan or a 401k plan? When can I participate? Is there a company match? And what is the percentage? When is it 100% vested? What benefit changes are you considering for 2023? Is there a financial incentive for not electing benefits? What is the time paid off policy? How many holidays and days off am I eligible for this year? This is really important. And again, pay attention to the asterisks. That question about benefit changes for 2023 is an important question because benefits tend to change each year. At a minimum, the cost will change, but as the cost for medical benefits continues to skyrocket, companies are looking for ways to keep their costs in line. What about performance and salary increases? Negotiating a good starting salary is important. You need to get it right coming in. But once you're in the company, now you fall in line with the company's compensation practices and you need to know what they are. So I might ask, do you have a performance review process? What's the criteria? When is performance reviewed? Are salary increases determined by the overall performance rating? Are other factors considered? What is the average annual increase? If I started this month, when will I be eligible for a salary increase? So, salary is really challenging to talk about in an interview. You need to get there, but don't get there early. Get there towards the end because interviewers know you're going to ask, but they want to know are you really interested in the role first. So, again, important questions to ask, but wait until towards the end. So, total rewards, this is something we don't talk about enough, but viewing your position from a total rewards perspective will give you a better view of what you're really receiving or eligible for beyond your starting salary. So, some questions to ask. Do you have salary ranges for positions? What is the salary range for this position? How often are salary ranges reviewed? How is internal equity as managed as you hire talent from the outside? Are there any bonuses or special compensation associated with this position? What's the criteria? When is it paid out? And what is the total rewards package for this position? Really important questions, but you'll see a lot of asterisks. Companies typically do not like to be asked about this because they usually aren't that transparent with their own employees, let alone future employees. But here's why this is important. You can negotiate a really good salary coming in, but now you're at the top of the range, and that will impact how your salary increases over time. It doesn't mean you won't get an annual increase, but your salary might not increase. So again, really, really important questions you need to know. Once you get that starting salary, now you fall in line with the regular company compensation practices. And then this is my all-time favorite. This is about anything and everything else. What am I not asking to help me understand the reality of joining this company? Here's why this is important. Because the pros know, and in this case, the pros are the interviewers. They know what you're not asking. They know what it's like to work in that organization. With this open ended question, you will get information that you never even thought to ask about. So, to sum it up, interviews are an exchange of information. What do you need to know? What does the interviewer need to know? Asking good questions reveals hidden information to you and hidden information about you. Always have good questions ready to ask each interviewer. And you can ask the same question to all interviewers. Just remember, you're going to get different answers, which is good. And never say, I don't have any questions, or all of my questions have been answered. Ask the right questions and choose the right company for you. We hope this has been helpful. We love doing this. We'd love to hear from you about other topics that would be helpful to you. We are going to build on this series because there's so much that we can talk about. And remember, we are here to guide you and support you in your career. Thank you, and we'll talk again soon.